Hello. Hello, Lance. Mic check one.
You don't want that?
Hello, welcome. It's not going.
You got the river walk
Mic
waiting
check.
for you guys?
Thanks for joining us today for BYU's press conference. If everybody could silence their phones, we're going to use ASAP recording this remotely. So when you get called on by the mic holders, if you could please direct your question to one coordinator, one player at a time. And then for those of you leaving after this one, we are doing our signature river rally tonight at 5 o'clock at the Arnes Inn. You can talk with the media center about best places to set up. Welcome to the BYU press conference. It's my pleasure to introduce defensive coordinator Jay Hill and offensive coordinator Ander Roderick. Gentlemen, would you introduce the players you brought with you today?
Yes, I'll start. I've got Tyler Batty, defensive end, all-conference player for us. Lucky to have him. And then Jacob Robinson plays corner and nickel for us. Had a great season. And then Isaiah Glasker, who's one of the best playmaking backers in the country right now. So.
Okay, and then we have Jake Retzloff, who's our quarterback. He's done a great job this year. And Chase Roberts, who's been a 3-year starter at wide receiver for us, very good football player. And Connor Pay, who I think you were a 4-year starter at center. Yeah, he seems like he's been here forever. And really, really lucky to have all three of these guys.
Thank you, coaches. You raise your hand, the moderator will come to you.
I just, for any of the coaches, when it comes to playing in a dome and when whether it's just the atmosphere or just the feel of not having to worry about weather conditions like you would at your home field, is there anything different that comes into this environment rather than something else you've experienced this season?
Offensively, there's not really anything different. We practice in an indoor facility quite often. But it is nice to know, you don't have to worry about the wind or anything. You just play ball, and so we're looking forward to that.
Thank you, Coach Roderick. Other questions?
Coach, when you think about the opportunity to be going up against somebody as talented as a Heisman Trophy winner at corner, what type of challenges are you guys preparing for when it comes to it? A lot of people think, okay, just stay away from his side, or what are things that you think about when the challenges he presents for your offense?
Well, he's a great football player, first of all. I'm a big fan. To play as many snaps as he plays on offense and defense is very impressive, and he plays at a really high level all the way through the fourth quarter. He's playing just as fast at the end of the game as he does at the beginning, so that's impressive. The problem with going away from him, though, is their other defensive players are really good too. They have a good defense, so we know what we're up against, and we're excited for the challenge. I feel like we're going to match up well, but we have a lot of respect for them. They have good players.
Coach Hill, on the other side, what is it like preparing for players as talented as Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter and what they bring to the offense?
Well, they're obviously very effective in what they do. They throw the ball really as good as any team in the country. Shedeur's completing a lot, a very high percentage of his passes, and he's got 4 very good weapons to throw to. It's an explosive offense. I think it's a fun challenge for us. It's their pass offense against our pass defense that will be kind of the matchup on our side of the ball that everyone's going to be looking at, and I'm excited for the challenge. We're going to have to do some things, obviously, to get some pressure on him, and then do some things to disguise coverages. Shedeur is a very intelligent quarterback, so if you just sit in one thing and he knows where to go with the ball, he's very accurate.
Chase, you guys have pulled out some games as an underdog this year. What does that say about this BYU team and the mentality that you guys play with?
Yeah, that's just always how we've been, Ever since the start of the season, we were underdogs when it came to winter workouts, spring ball, fall camp, and that's the mentality that we had going into each game, and that's the mentality we have going against Colorado. We're just excited to go do what we do and show that we can play football, that we can match up with anyone, and we can score a lot of points and we can stop them on defense. So just excited to play a talented team like Colorado and go show what we can do. And every game's been a statement game, so we're going to go make another statement this Saturday.
Question for Tyler. When you watch Shedeur on film, they obviously give up a lot of sacks, but he also avoids a lot and makes some plays. So what's the challenge of facing a guy like that you know you maybe can get to, but he's still going to probably avoid some of those and make some plays?
Yeah, I would say it's just it's an exciting opportunity. It's a great challenge. He does run around well and extend plays, and he's accurate with the ball even when he's getting hit, right, and even when he's being pressured. And so for us, it presents an awesome opportunity to get after him and get some sacks, right? We know he's going to hold on to that ball a little bit longer, and at the same time, you just got to be careful to not let him, kind of run free and complete those long balls down the field.
For any of the players, or maybe multiple players, Coach A-Rod the other day said that bowl games are a lot about motivation and which team wants to be there the most. Convince us that you guys want to be there the most.
I could take that one. If you guys know my history being a junior college player, then walking into a stadium like this is a lot different than any stadium we've walked into, and we are plenty excited to be here. This is obviously being as big of a stage as it is, prime time, playing against a good team that draws a lot of media attention. But we are excited to show what we got. But like Jay said, we've been doing it all year. We've been the underdog all year, and we've been ready to make our statements all year. And so we'll be excited. We'll be, dancing in the end zone and having fun on the field all game. And you'll see when we play at best, I know we got a lot of smiles among all 8 of us. There's a lot of smiles when we're playing best. So you'll see the smiles come Saturday, and we'll be excited to hit that field.
Thanks, Jake.
Connor and Isaiah, same question.
Sounds good. Thank you. I was getting bored in the corner over here. But no, for guys like Tyler and me, this is our last chance in a BYU uniform, and that's plenty of motivation. And going along with everything that Jake said to make this game really exciting. But this is the last time we get to wear that Y on our chest and be with our teammates, and you want to go out and perform the best you ever have. It's your last chance. There's nothing to hold back, and that's the mentality that we're taking to this game, at least for the seniors too. And then, like Jake said, there's a lot of cool things surrounded with a bowl game like this, and we're really grateful to be here.
I'll probably say mostly playing for the seniors, but you see like Travis Hunter and these guys, like especially him winning the Heisman and stuff. That's like, I feel like that's like something all the boys want to play against them, especially just, the competition really. And us having to play another team in our conference, I feel like that's motivation too, just to start this conference rivalry. So I don't know. I feel like those are the things that we're most excited about, especially in just with our seniors and stuff. I don't know. I love these boys, and that's the only motivation that I need. So,
Thank you, Connor. Then Isaiah in the back.
My question is for Jacob. How would you describe the culture of BYU football as a player, and how has it impacted you, especially going into postseason? I know culture can kind of shift sometimes, so is the culture the same, or is it very much getting better and better as y'all been in San Antonio?
I'd say Kalani really preaches about love and learn. It's kind of just BYU as a whole. I feel like in our locker room, it's love and learn. If there's a fight ever, we got to shake hands after. It's never hold grudges. So, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for us.
Go ahead, Gary.
Connor, I wanted to ask you about Colorado's obviously a team that generates a lot of attention, while BYU's kind of flown under the radar in a lot of ways. Do you like that dynamic? You wish there was more eyes on BYU football and people appreciating what you do, or how do you size that up?
I think we're totally fine with it. Right? I think being the underdog, or in some ways maybe underappreciated, we're comfortable being there. We're used to it. And they've played really well this year. They deserve the attention that they're getting, and that's totally fine. And we're comfortable where we are. We don't need all the media attention or all the other stuff. Our motivation comes from different places. Obviously you all appreciate it when you do get recognized for things you do well. You're grateful for it, but it's not a necessity.
Middle. Ryan.
I have 2 questions, if I could. The first one's for Jacob. Travis Hunter obviously won the Blitnikoff, but they got LaJonte and Will and Jimmy Horn, all these guys. Can you talk about the challenge of going against this receiving corps? Have you gone against one as deep as this one?
Yeah, they're all fast. They're all really skilled. We've seen really good receivers this whole year. I'm just excited to go against all of them. We played number 4 from Arizona, who was really good. So I think, we all just came in with the mindset is we're going to play good. So.
And then just for any of the players, you guys both these teams were part of that 4-way tie for first place. You're the two that didn't get to go to the title game. Do any of you look at this as kind of is this sort of another Big 12 title game?
I think it's the People's Big 12 Championship, personally.
Thanks, Jake. Front row.
For Coach Roderick and Coach Hill, what can this bowl game do for you guys to springboard into 2025 next year as a tone setter?
Well, I think anytime you get a chance to go out on a win, that's a huge deal. It's one more opportunity for the young guys to continue to get better and to prove that they deserve to be starters next year. It's such a fun matchup that there's going to be a lot of hype, and I think that hype can lead you into next season with next year's rankings and things like that. So there's a lot riding on this game, and we're approaching it as such.
Offensively, our first priority is to send our seniors off the right way. And then secondly, we're treating it for the returning players, we're treating it like the first game of next year. Just like Jay said, there's a chance to generate some momentum going into next season.
Question in the front.
For Aaron and Jay, how are you guys approaching junior college players getting an extra year? And have you had discussions with Darius and Maury Bamba, on both of your sides, and Jake too, about what they want to do?
Well, I think that there's still a lot that's out there to be decided on exactly what that ruling is, but we do have a few really good players that fall into that boat on both sides of the ball, and we'd be very excited to get those guys back if we can.
In the back.
It's for Isaiah and Tyler. I just wanted to know, since y'all been in San Antonio, I know yesterday y'all had the pleasure of going to SeaWorld and riding all the rides. So how was that experience being in SeaWorld, and then how's it just been being here in San Antonio and seeing the Alamo and all that?
It was crazy, actually. I've never actually seen a dolphin before, so I don't know. Being able to see a dolphin kind of blew my mind, and then just riding the rides, I don't know. It might have looked like I was crying, but I was not, I promise.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been great being in San Antonio. We've been in and out of Texas and got to sample different parts of Texas over the past couple years. And San Antonio's been great. SeaWorld was a ton of fun with the guys, going on all the rides and just hanging out. Seeing all the animals and everything. It was a lot of fun. So we've really enjoyed our time up to now.
For Aaron and Jay, just obviously this is a team that's on your schedule for next season too. I mean, what is the challenge of that, and what are you hoping to get out of this? I know both teams will look a lot different going into next season, but what are you kind of hoping to get out of seeing what they do on both sides of the ball?
I think the focus is just winning this game. Yeah, I think that game will come when it comes, and we'll see what each team looks like at that time. But the focus right now is to win. They're a very good team. We have to be ready to play. And they have to be ready to play us too. I think we have a good football team too, and to look ahead too far I think would be a mistake.
Front
row. For Jake and then Chase, obviously the other quarterback is getting a lot of accolades. Jake, how does that affect your mindset? And then for Chase, how does it affect your mindset that on the other side, the other receiver in the game, or the other big receiver, is the Heisman Trophy winner?
Shooter is obviously a great player. It's been fun to kind of watch him play a little bit. But we quarterback comparisons is something we love to do. But at the end of the day, I'm not playing against Shooter. I'm actually playing against his defense. What he does has little to do with what I do. So I'm focused on, putting the ball in the end zone for our team against their defense. I'm not going to be worried about that. I know the 4 guys on the other side of that table are going to worry about him and take care of him, and then I'm going to do the same with the defense.
Yeah, I love players that love the game and that do things right on and off the field. And I think Travis Hunter's a guy that does that. So I look up to him, and I'm just excited to go against him on the other side of the ball too. I'm excited that he plays corner as well. And to watch him in his game and learn from him. And I'm it's just a challenge. I love the challenge. You know, I want to go against guys like that. It's what you dream of as a little kid, to go against the best players in college football and then make it to the NFL and go prove yourself in the NFL. So my goal is to, obviously win the game as a team, and then also to play well and to show that I can play, and that we can hang as a team with these great players. So I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Sticking with you, Chase, since it's the first time we've gotten to talk to you since you posted a little something on Instagram about coming back. Can you just kind of walk us through a little bit your decision to come back for your final year, sort of maybe some of the feedback that you got, and maybe the most pressing question is, how'd you decide on the song for your Instagram announcement?
Yeah, that's a good one, huh? No, our media team is awesome. They helped me out with the song and all the video and stuff. They did a great job. I mean, Jake was a big part of coming back, and having Jake back another year, being able to have that connection, work in the off season. That's gonna be so fun. And I think it's only gonna up, our play as a team, and also our opportunities to go play at the next level as well. And we have a great staff, a great community, just everything about BYU. It's hard to not take advantage of another year if you have one. And that's the biggest thing. I prayed about it and took it to God, and it felt like the right thing to come back and go win a Big 12 championship. That's going to be the goal. And so I'm excited to come back and be a part of this staff again and this team. I love my brothers, and it's going to be fun. But we're focused on this game, and it's going to be the first game of the season, kind of ride momentum into next year. So we're excited.
All right, let's go. Final question in the back.
Jacob, so you have 11 career interceptions. You're now tied for second in BYU history since 2000 and tied for fifth in the FBS with active career interceptions. So what's been the key to your success, and what does it mean to you to be among the best in the country?
I'd say for sure just trusting what Coach Hill calls. I mean, he sets us up to get interceptions. He always talks smack to us during practice about he'd get more interceptions than all of us, and I believe him. I believe him because, I mean, he sets us up in the perfect position to get plays. So, yeah.
Thank you, BYU coordinators and players.
If the coordinators can stay up top, and we'll spread out the players throughout the room.